market is the market. Let's take a look at the market. Joe Burrow, most average annual value. That's how he makes every year on average. Then Jared Goff, 53 million, 52 Herbert, Lamar, 52, Hurts, 51. If you look at the bottom, you will see the dates they signed those deals. Burrow in September, Goff recently, obviously, in May. Then you see Herbert, Lamar, Jalen Hurts, Joy Taylor. That is the market. The market is the market. The market's roughly $51 to $55 million, 55 to reset the market. So should Tua Tagovailoa reset the quarterback market?
Yes.
Ooh.
Is Tua the franchise quarterback for the Miami Dolphins?
Yes, he is.
If the answer is yes, then yes, he resets the market. That is how this works. If you have some questions about Tua, you can have questions about Tua, but you don't write these checks, so you shouldn't concern yourself about it. This is not your money. This is how the quarterback market works. The next franchise quarterback that's up gets paid in one way or another. Every deal is not the same. First of all, the NFL salary cap, I mean, people get paid a lot of money to manage the NFL salary cap and explain it and put it into these contracts. Each contract from Hurts to Burrow to Herbert to Goff to Lamar Jackson are all very different. They all have very different stipulations in them. They have more money up front. They have the ability to be flexible over years. They can restructure certain contracts year to year. I'm not going to break it all down, but if you want to do the research, maybe I'll email this to you. It's very, very complicated. Just because somebody hits the highest paid on this day does not mean that they're going to stay the highest paid. The next guy up is going to be the highest paid, and so on and so forth. And every time a quarterback signs these deals, unless they are somebody who is like a Patrick Mahomes or a Joe Burrow, there is some level of anxiety of, is it worth it? Can you win a Super Bowl with them? Those are all very reasonable questions. But the reality is all of these teams are not going to win Super Bowls with these players that have been paid. That is just the truth. That's how it works. We love to think that every super talented quarterback is capable of getting to a Super Bowl. We have seen year after year after decade of talented guys who were paid according to the market who did not win championships for their team. If this is your franchise guy, let's even shorten it. Franchise is so big, such a big word. Let's say you think he's the quarterback for the next 3 years. Of course you sign a deal. After 3 years, if you structure the deal properly, you will be able to move on from this deal. I think he is the quarterback for the next 3 years, if that makes everyone more comfortable. Because franchise feels like, oh, well, he's going to be there for the next 10 years. Nobody has a 10-year deal except for Patrick Mahomes. So stop worrying about 10 years. We might not even have a planet in 10 years. Let's worry about the next 3 years. Okay, let's just focus on that. And if that is the case, then yes, you should reset the market. They should definitely have stipulations about injuries because he is somebody who has had a lot of injuries. Perhaps you structure it with more money up front so that if he does get injured again, you have some flexibility on the back end if you have to move on from him. But there have been a lot of big deals signed that seemed like the end of the world for organizations, and they're able to move on if they don't think that he's the guy. I think he's the guy for the next 3 to 4 years. You sign the deal.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Tua should absolutely reset the market, in large part because what the Miami Dolphins have asked Tua to do, he has done. Hey, stay healthy, Tua. Okay, did that. Hey, Tua, I need you to resurrect this franchise and take them back to the playoffs. Okay, did that. Hey, Tua, I need you to travail beyond all the muck, which is the chaos in the organization. Remember Tua's first 2 years, coaching changes, chaos within the coaching. Okay, did that. The Tua, I need you to make the Dolphins relevant again. Okay, did that. But here's what's most fascinating as to why Tua should reset the market. If you look at the quarterbacks making $50+ million, the Hurtses, the Burrows, the Herberts, the Goffs, and the Jacksons, look at Tua the last 2 years. He's first in yards per game. He's first in yards per attempt. He's first in pass rating. He's first in passing touchdowns. Is that every category? Absolutely not. But a gentleman who is first in that many meaningful statistics, passing yards per game, passing touchdowns, and passer rating, that is a man who should be able to reset the market. Has Tua won the playoff game or games that you would want him to? No. Does he still have room to grow? Abso-freaking-lutely. But at this junction in time, you asked him to stay healthy, he did. You asked him to be in MVP conversations, he did. You asked him to make the Dolphins relevant again, he did. Since he's gotten with Mike McDaniel, he's been a top flight quarterback. He's shown you that. He has to be able to reset the market. And quarterbacks who have done less, they reset the market. I won't question if he does as well. 2-5.
The market is the market. He has a point there.
It's the market.
I won't go against that. But I just hate where the league is going right now, right? And I'm gonna be honest. You know, all we do is we just pay the quarterbacks just because they're in line to get paid. Okay, let me go to why I'm saying that. I watched the Giants pay Daniel Jones before they paid Saquon Barkley. I watched the Giants don't even offer Saquon Barkley, a top-tier player in the league, not even a running back, top-tier player in the league that gets busy when he plays, right? Taking his team to the playoffs. You don't pay him, but you pay Danny Dimes because that's how the market is, right? I look at a guy like Jimmy G. How good is he? Awful, right? But I watch teams pay this dude where a guy like like Jacobs, right, that led the league in rushing, couldn't get a contract. They didn't even offer him a contract. Do you see where I'm going with this? So I'm not hating on the quarterbacks. If you ask me, should Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, should they get paid at the top of the market? Yes, they should. Yeah. Why should they get paid that much, Shady? Because they're the best in the league. They make a real big difference, right? I'm not saying Tua's not. I'm just saying before Mike got there and before Tyreek and all those other players, I mean, Dolphin fans included, they didn't know if he's going to be the player or not. They couldn't wait to get him out the room. So when I'm talking about the money part of it, there's so many average quarterbacks that get paid all this money because of the market, right? Baker Mayfield, #1 pick in the draft. 6, 7 years, he's been on, 4 different teams? He finally has a decent year. Let's keep it what it is. Had an okay year, right? His team was 9-8, I guess. And you pay him 3 for 100?
100.
Right? But he was going from bouncing from team to team. Can I keep going? Yeah. Geno Smith, right? The market's the market, so these guys don't get paid. But how good is he really? Yeah. So it's nothing against the quarterbacks. It's like this league is going to be a situation where now players that deserve their money, like running backs, won't get their money because the quarterback is taking on the money, and they don't even really deserve it. If you talk about the first 5 dudes I named, yeah, they deserve to get top of the market and re-jump each other every time. These other guys, come on, dog. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, to be honest with you, he ain't wrong. He's up. You just showed them numbers. Hey, Dolphins general manager, whatever his name is, these my numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm one here, I'm one here, I'm one there. I deserve this money. But when you watch the tape, is he that?
What you mean, James Jones? Because the tape might be better than the stats.
He answers your questions right
now. Is he Burrow? Has he been where Burrow has been?
Hasn't been where Burrow
has he Goff? Has he been where Goff has been? Is he Jalen? Has he been where Jalen has been? I'm just asking.
Keep going some more days.
I'm just asking these things. Is he Lamar? Do you want him over Lamar? You got to ask all these things.
There's not
I know,
is there a Lamar on the market?
No,
Is there a Burrow on the market?
But what I'm saying is like Shady's saying, I understand you the next man up, but when does it go to the tape like, this is the type of money that you deserve? I believe he deserves Kirk Cousins money. That's what I believe. $100 million guaranteed, 45 a year. That's what I believe. No playoff wins, none of that.
Herbert doesn't have any playoff wins.
Huh?
Herbert doesn't have any playoff wins.
But they talents like they're not even in the same boat.
That's what I'm saying.
They absolutely are, though. 2-5.
Wait,
the talents are different. The talents are different, bro.
What?
The talents are different.
If Tua was right here open and what was it? Herbert, and you could get both out of 32. Hold on, out of 32 teams. What the man, boy? What you think?
What you think?
People are taking Herbert. But what did you just tell me 10 minutes ago? You said when we was in the locker room in our last segment, you've seen general managers, you have seen head coaches, you have seen scouts make mistakes. What I'm simply saying is what Tua has shown you to do, if you turn on the tape, he is the most accurate quarterback in football. When I think about quarterback play, I think about clutch gene, I think about accuracy, I think about arm strength, I think about timing. If Tua is the best in one of the 4 most important
you mean these 2 years? You mean these last 2 years you're talking about? You're not talking about his career, though. You're not talking about his career. Okay, all right. So forget the other years that played.
Jared Goff was a bust before he got with McVay.
No.
A bust.
He was 07.
It was
07.
I can't. No.
He was terrible.
But time out.
I'm telling you what the conversation was about Jared Goff.
Wait. When you say bust.
And the same conversations we had for
Tua.
No.
Tua was not that bad.
And to be clear, Jared Goff is a great player.
But
and I was defending Jared Goff when he was with
Bro, before this new coach, they were talking about trading Tua.
When he was with Fisher?
When he was with Fisher.
He only had like a year or 2 with Fisher.
Only 1 year. He went 0-7. So
talking about trading Tua.
So hold on, real quick. Yo, hold on. He had 1 year under the coach. Y'all talking about?
Yep.
How you bust at the 1 year?
Because Tua had 2.
I'm telling you what people were saying. I'm not making this up.
But you work on TV, so forget what they talking about. What I'm saying is, bro had 1 year.
Correct.
You tell me the dude's a bust in 1 year?
Yes.
It's the same conversation.
Tell me somebody's a bust in 1 year.
I'm
not saying he was. I'm saying that we are talking about Tua like as if other young players did not struggle at the beginning of their career.
That's the point.
You need a coach. Do you need a good coach to be successful? Do you need a good coach?
Not for everybody, no.
Not
for everybody, no.
Is Mike McDaniel going somewhere?
That's the thing. If he ain't going nowhere, what's the matter? 2-5? You feel me? So long as McDaniel ain't going nowhere, he ain't going nowhere.
Is he going to like the league above the NFL?
So, I mean, people retire though. I mean, McVay. Hold on. Aaron Donaldson.
McDaniel is is not retiring.
I don't know. What are you going to do? Sean McVay.
Are we talking about Mike McDaniel, the Miami Dolphins?
All right.
He ain't
Why would he be retiring?
How do y'all know that, though? Sean McVay, the same dude that him was right off the bat. They had to bring him back. Y'all forgot that?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Because McVay was going to retire, but he didn't.
This is all I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying Tua's a bad player.
He's not.
All them things that you've said, him being accurate and all that type of stuff, that is true. But when you start to put him up there with those dudes, I don't think he's in the class with those dudes, what I've seen with my own two eyes.
Now, here's the thing. I don't disagree.
So, the market is the market. That's why he's saying that, because it really doesn't matter what you have done at the quarterback spot if you're the next man up.
I got a question. Colvin, can you throw the full screen we started with in this block and the big board? Because I want James, you're saying he's not saying he's one of those guys. Colvin, throw the full screen of the highest paid quarterbacks right now into the big board, please. James, I don't think that all of these guys are one of those guys. Because I don't believe that Goff belongs with Burrow, respectfully. I don't think that Herbert belongs with Burrow. He ain't got a playoff win, respectfully. I don't believe that Herbert belongs with Lamar, respectfully. So not all of those guys are those guys.
This is all I'm going to say.
What?
Number one, Lamar Jackson wins in this league at a very, 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 very high rate.
He does.
Right? And he did have a big-time defense last year, but when we watched Lamar Jackson play, we can definitely say that him and Tua are different.
Of course.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
Jared Goff, he's been to a place, to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. He took a team that ain't been there in 32 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And let me
Joe
go.
Burrow, first overall pick, his team was garbage. He took them to the Super Bowl.
Keep going.
Jalen Hurts took his team
to
a Super
now get to
Bowl.
Herbert. Now get to
This
Herbert.
dude is 1,000% more talented than
Herbert's easy.
I'm telling you, he's 1,000% more talented than Tua. He was paid off a strict upside of what this dude has.
Then, sir, with all due respect.
And he got the numbers to show you.
Then with all due respect, with all of that talent, we still have a losing record, and the objective of the game to win. With all of that
he got just as many playoff wins as your dude that's trying to reset the market.
Can we talk about
Zero.
But he's
Zero.
Because Tua's one of only 18 quarterbacks to make over 50 starts over the last 4 seasons, right?
Matters.
Among those 18, he's 8th in winning percentage. That's better than Burrow, Herbert, and Lawrence. And among veteran quarterbacks, he's winning at a better rate since he entered the league than Goff, Cousins, Stafford, and Wilson over the same span. No one is arguing with you that he has the same type of talent that Justin Herbert. They're different quarterbacks.
Yeah, one's better than
Joe
the other
Burrow is one of the best, 1 or 2 or 3 at the top of the league.
Joe Burrow like that.
Okay.
Joe Burrow like
Herbert,
that.
I am sure, but there are plenty of people who are unsure still about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the most pressure on him going on into the season, but we've not done that topic on this show
Who is Jalen Hurts
multiple
before?
times, all right? And he's played in the Super Bowl and runner-up to MVP and was an All-Pro. Justin Herbert doesn't have a playoff win anywhere on his resume. And they just got him a new coach, his third, I believe.
Coming off injury.
And a coach that all of the credibility and equity is on his side. So he's not going to have any excuse. He better win immediately. So all I'm saying is there isn't some shop, right? Oh, I like this one. Maybe can we get this in a different size for franchise quarterbacks? He is the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins for the next 3 to 4 years.
Hopefully.
This is the market.
Hopefully.
Sure. This is the market for franchise quarterbacks,
He misses
right?
games, right? Go ahead.
We can't.
What does Burrow do? Does Burrow miss games?
Yeah, but he takes his team to the.
I agree, but that's what the market says.
But he takes his team to that.
But if I'm his agent, I can go in there and say, you're talking about this, but this is what the market says.
Y'all told me that. Like, y'all trying to make this argument, and I get it. Like, y'all do have a kind of argument because the market is the market, right? But when you started talking about other quarterbacks and we start naming them on that, especially the Jared Goff, y'all had me. That was crazy. Y'all said that though.
What did I say?
I did not say
Y'all
that.
told me that the dude was a bust in his second year. Did you know that in his second year he had 11 wins? Did you know that?
Of course, Sean
Did you know
McVay.
that? Did you know this? You know his third year he had 13 wins.
Yes.
Did you know that in his first 3 years he had 2 Pro Bowls?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is.
Why? Because of him or because of Sean McVay?
I don't know. He's a rookie.
Because he wasn't good his first year. And he wasn't with Sean McVay.
No, but you can't call the dude a bust in his first year.
I didn't call him a bust.
You said that.
Hold on. Shady.
All I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying what y'all, I'm arguing about what y'all was talking about. All I'm saying is,
But that's not what I said, though.
You didn't
I'm
say
saying
bust?
that people were calling Tua a bust.
I don't know
people
about.
were calling Joe Burrow
I don't know about the people.
Tua wasn't good without Mike McDaniel.
We do a show and we know sports.
Jared Goff wasn't good without Sean
Right.
McVay.
So let's talk about what we know. Forget what they talk. What we know is that Jared Goff, since he's been in the league, right, he's got better and better and better, despite who the coach was. I'm not grading the dude for his rookie. Do I ever grade rookies?
No, you don't.
I never grade rookies. So in the second year, he got better and better and better. Then eventually he went to the Super Bowl, right?
Sir.
Now you're looking at him with the Detroit Lions. What's he doing?
Campbell.
He's getting busy, right? All right, so my thing is, when we start talking about these players, like, what makes this dude supposed to be representing the market? That's all my question is. Because he's not changing his team around, right?
He absolutely.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Is it really him? Is it really him?
They made the playoffs in 13 seasons.
But hold on.
You think they would take 2 years back-to-back going to the playoffs? I bet they would.
Here's what I can't do.
What can't you do?
What I can't do is this. I can't ignore Tua Tagovailoa's ability to win. He's 32-9 as a starter. I can't ignore his resurgence of the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
Miami Dolphins hadn't been to the playoffs in ages. I can't ignore Tua's pinpoint accuracy.
Right.
Pinpoint.
So really quick,
you can't ignore that for him to be healthy is I mean.
He started as many games as Joe Burrow.
Okay.
He started as many games as Joe Burrow.
We talking about him right now. Let's take Joe out of it. Hurt or not hurt. We know what his potential is,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, so your boy in Miami, right? He gets hurt a lot, right? Depending on how he falls. No, let's just keep it what it is. That's my point.
We can't say that. And I'm not trying to argue.
Say that.
Here's why. Because a lot is subjective. So if Burrow doesn't get hurt a lot, then Tua doesn't get hurt a lot. If Burrow gets hurt a lot, then Tua gets hurt a lot.
Okay, Burrow gets hurt a lot.
Sure.
But we know when he's healthy what he does.
Of course.
Okay, let's put that on championships, right? Right, we'll put it on here. Okay.
AFC championship.
Right. And then we go Super Bowl.
Yep.
So they both hurt a lot, but when he does this, he's going here.
Yep.
Your boy, right? Before the coach got there and before all these other great wide receivers that got there, what was he doing?
He was winning, but he wasn't impressive. He was winning, but he was not impressive.
He was getting benched. That's what he was doing. Getting benched.
Shady, but here's what.
Am I making that up?
You're not. But this is a conversation.
Because he forgets. This is my thing, and I'm gonna let you go. I just hate when like players have a good year or two and you just forget what they used to be. Because my thing is, it might be another quarterback that's not that good right now, right? You put him on a certain situation, a certain team, and he might be really, really good. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
Or these other dudes we talking about, these other guys we keep talking about, no matter where they play at, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
No matter where you put me at as a player, I'm going to be nice.
I understand what you're saying.
So
now,
keep the same energy when you say you don't want to forget.
But here's the conversation that I believe we were trying to have. Before Sean McVay showed up, Jared Goff was not good. Jared Goff got with Sean McVay, and Jared Goff became good. Before Mike McDaniel showed up, Tua was not good.
I know, but he's a rookie. I can't count.
Tua was a rookie. So you're not counting Tua's rookie year either.
No, but
hold on, James, because I'm trying to hear my dog out.
This rookie year, it was like up and down. He was sitting, he wasn't starting, he was one playing.
And Jared Goff was 0-7.
Okay,
so let's throw out both of their rookie years.
Okay, go ahead, cool.
Okay, so now there's 3 years remaining.
Okay.
Tua this past year, he had 11 wins. He went to the playoffs. Tua the last year before that, he went to the playoffs. So in those 3 years, not counting Tua's rookie year, he went to the playoffs 2 of the 3 years. All I'm suggesting is most players do need coaching as well.
Tua's in his, what year is he in?
He's going in year 5.
Okay.
Like Herbert's going in year 5.
So wait,
same draft class.
So you telling me, how many years before
Burrow
Mike got there?
Jalen Hurts.
Mike got there in the second year?
He got there in his 3rd year. He had 2 years without Mike, 2 years with Mike.
So that's what I was trying to get at, because I see you trying to jump over that. That was smooth. So we're going to talk about his second year?
The second year, he was a winner, but he didn't do nothing much impressive. But he was a winner.
So I think
He was a winner.
I think this is what Shady is trying to get at.
He was a winner. I can't make it up.
Hold on real quick.
The second year, he was okay.
I think this is what Shady is trying to get at.
Please.
Right? Because when he said if you dump these dudes in any situation and all that, can they win? Right? Shady is going strictly off of the talent at the quarterback spot.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.